What's up, gentlemen? So in order for you to live the best life possible, you've got to accept certain things. And blowing smoke up your ass because it's not comfortable to hear or you don't want to face the reality or facts isn't a way to live. Today, guys, I want to go over some brutal truths that every guy over the age of 30 needs to accept and deal with in order to kick ass and live an amazing life. Number one is nobody owes you shit. If you want anything in life, you've got to go out and make it happen and get it. But if you're waiting, if you're expecting somebody to come and knock on your door and be like, here you go, Brian, here's a job, here's a girl, here's $1 million, it's never going to happen. You're going to be waiting and wasting your entire life. Number two, it doesn't matter how talented you are. If you are lazy, you are never going to realize your potential. You also need to understand and realize that hard work beats talent. It doesn't matter how amazing you are at something. If you don't nurture, if you don't cultivate, if you don't work your ass off, somebody who is less talented but harder working is going to pass you and get your girl, get your job, make the money that you should have. Next up, just because somebody's pretty does not mean they're a good person. You need to be with somebody that has character, that has integrity, that's beautiful, not only on the outside, but the inside. Our society has gotten so fucked in terms of allowing pretty people or popular people or successful people or celebrities to do horrible things. And we say it's all right, no problem, because you're popular, because you're hot. Gentlemen, if you're a horrible person, you're a horrible person. It doesn't matter if she's got amazing boobs and a banging booty. Number four, your health is your most valuable asset. And so you need to protect it and do everything that you can in order to cultivate and nurture it. All right, this means you got to eat right. This means you can't drink and smoke in excess. It means you shouldn't do drugs. It means you have to exercise. Every single one of you must exercise. Number five, your time is your most valuable resource, and so you need to invest it wisely. How you invest your time on a daily basis is going to determine and dictate where you end up in life. If you're investing your time looking at Instagram, surfing porn, doing unproductive, unhealthy things, you are not going to achieve the things that you should or could. But if you choose to invest this time more wisely for bettering yourself, self-improvement, working hard, making new friends, doing incredible things, gentlemen, this is what's going to move you forward and be more successful at life. The next thing that you need to understand is that your past failures do not dictate your future successes. Too often when we fail or we fuck something up, we get into our own head. We think, oh, I tried, it didn't work out. I've got to try again. I don't want to though because I'm scared. What if it doesn't work out again, gentlemen? Or maybe you grew up poor, right? And this is one of the mindsets that you need to understand is so incredibly important for you to develop. You are either going to choose to allow your circumstances to define your future, or you're going to choose to move forward. You're going to choose to be successful despite where you grew up, despite your situation, despite everything that happened to you, which brings me to the next brutal truth. Bad shit happens to good people. One of my favorite sayings that I came up with is that we oftentimes are collateral damage in other people's shit in other people's lives. You know, it's not that these people are doing things purposely to hurt us or to hurt you, but they're just living. They're just making the best choices that they can. And unfortunately, sometimes we are collateral damage, but you have 100% control over yourself, where you're going, and your happiness. A tool that I use that I would just like to recommend real quick is therapy. Guys, therapy is a gift that you give yourself. Therapy is something that smart alphas use in order to get over some of the bad shit that happened to them and move themselves forward in life and in mental strength and happiness. Guys, I'm going to link down below to BetterHelp. They're today's video sponsor and they are an incredible online resource. Now, BetterHelp is not a crisis line. It's professional therapy done securely online. For you guys that have been around for a while, you've heard my story. I had two abusive stepfathers that did a number on my self-esteem. And I lost the ability to stand up for myself. Well, I was in my 20s when I decided it was time for me to take control of my life. And so I sought out a therapist, and it helped me deal with my issues that were unresolved. And from this point, every single aspect of my life got better. Guys, if there's something holding you back, you do not need to suffer. If you need somebody to talk to that's unbiased, a third-party perspective, gentlemen, that is the reason why you should be using therapy. And BetterHelp is an incredible resource. They have over 20,000 licensed therapists. They're also worldwide, which is something that I love. So the way that it works, guys, there's a special link down below this video, betterhelp.com/alpha-m. Go through there and complete the questionnaire. And what BetterHelp is going to do, based on your answers, they are going to match you with a therapist that's going to help you deal with your issues. And with BetterHelp, guys, you can schedule weekly video or phone sessions, but you can also send unlimited messages. And when you sign up, guys, you can start communicating with your therapist in as little as 48 hours. But the one thing you need to understand when it comes to therapy is sometimes that that first therapist is amazing, but sometimes it's not the right fit. Well, with BetterHelp, they allow you to change therapists at no additional cost at any time. The other thing that I love about them, guys, is that it's discreet, right? It's totally confidential. Everything you say to your therapist is between you and the therapist, and so it's comfortable. It's also a lot easier to talk to them about issues that you're dealing with as opposed to maybe your family members, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your mom, your dad, whoever. Therapists are there for one reason only, to help you get better, to help you feel amazing. Guys, if you're ready to join over 3 million people that have already taken control of their mental health, guys, I want you to hit that special link down below and get started today. It's betterhelp.com/alpha-m. That's BETTERHELP.com/alpha-m. If you go through our special link and sign up, you're going to get 10% off your first month of therapy. The next brutal truth: actions speak louder than words. It doesn't matter what you say you're going to do, it's what you actually do. Right? There's so many dudes that are posting all the things they're gonna do, all the ass they're gonna kick, all the this, all the that, whatever. It's not what you say, it's what you do. Which brings me to the next thing. There is no such thing as perfect timing. There's so many guys that are paralyzed, right? They're paralyzed with worrying about, well, is it right? Gentlemen, you gotta jump off the motherfucking cliff and figure it out. You will swim. And the beautiful thing, one of my friends said, is good enough is done. If you're somebody that is planning and making sure that everything is perfect, if you're waiting for all the I's to be dotted and T's and to do all your research, all your homework, and if I just get a little more knowledge, then I'm going to do it, I promise. Well, gentlemen, you're never going to do it. You're always going to be perpetually fearful of taking action. You got to jump. Just do it! At some point, you got to jump and figure it the fuck out. Failure is part of the success equation. If you're not failing, you're not trying. If you're not trying, you're not striving. You are gonna fail. Take it off the table. It sucks, it's painful, it blows, if I'm being honest. But from this failure, when you pick yourself up, you're gonna learn, you're gonna get better, you're gonna get stronger. So the next time you try, or the next door you open to walk through, it's a better choice, it's a better direction, and you have a higher chance of success. The next thing you need to understand is that money will not buy you happiness, right? I know that a lot of people say it, and it's totally cliche. I've been broke, I've been not broke. And what I can tell you is this: money will not fundamentally make you happy if you are not a happy and fulfilled person. What money does is basically make things easier and solving problems less of a problem. The next thing you need to understand is that not everybody is going to like you. And if they do, there's a problem. Right? If you are somebody that everybody loves, this means that you probably haven't been honest or you're a people pleaser. You got to understand that you speaking your mind, your truth, being who you are, sometimes that may ruffle a few feathers, but as long as you're true to yourself, you don't blow smoke up your ass or other people's ass, and you're a man of honor, integrity, and character, gentlemen, who cares if somebody doesn't like you? If somebody doesn't like you for the way that you voted, if somebody doesn't like you for the way that you dress, or what you have to say, or your hair, gentlemen, you don't need them in your life. But the thing you need to understand is that if you are somebody that is trying so desperately to be liked, to be loved by other people, a lot of times you'll lose yourself. And you also need to understand that people will take advantage of you if you let them. You teach people how to treat you, and if you're teaching them that they can take advantage of you or that you won't stand up for yourself, they never will respect you. The next brutal truth may not be easy for some of you to hear, but if your friends are losers, you're probably a loser too, or that's the way other people perceive you. You are the sum of your 5 closest friends. That's something that I've heard before. And if your 5 closest friends are losers, unfortunately, you're not the exception, you're the average. If you expect to get ahead, if you expect to leave them behind, gentlemen, you're going to lose friends, and it's okay. If there's somebody in your life or friends that are holding you back from doing things that are amazing, if they're trying to get you to party or convince you not to try or not to strive or not to go after your dreams, they are not the people you should be around. And the last brutal truth is a little bit twisted and morbid, but it's something I've been thinking more about lately, honestly, and that is death. You are going to die, I'm going to die, nobody has figured out a loophole. You never know when. It could come tomorrow, it could come in a month, it could come in 25 years. You need to make sure you are living your life that is true to you and the way that you want to live, right? If you died tomorrow, would you be happy with what you did yesterday? Would you be happy with the life you live? Or are you somebody that is planning for the future and gonna do something great later? Gentlemen, do not wait for later, because you never know if it's gonna happen. Nobody is guaranteed tomorrow. And in case I don't have mine, I would just like to say and leave you with this: I love you, I think you're amazing. Now go out and kick some ass.